Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, happy
good night.
Wherever you are in the world, this is episode somewhere between 12 and 15 of the GCast. I've lost count, we're having so much fun.
Scientific start to the GCast.
Why not? It's the best way to do it. I'm Martin, I'm your host, having a great time here once again. Thank you very much for all your questions. We've got loads to get through today. First of all, Brycey, how are you?
I'm alright, you know.
He's alright.
You stole my answer.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chris is alright. You can't be alright. How are you?
I don't know.
He doesn't know how he is. Let's ask him again at the end of the show and see if he's made his mind
I'm pretty
up.
sure he's paid to think on his feet and he can't think of how he's doing.
Well,
isn't
no,
all
no.
right.
See, the problem was
It's quite an easy question.
I had 30 to 40 things going through my head, none of which I could say.
So you don't. So even if you've got 30 or 40 things running through your mind, the question "How are you?" poses some difficulty.
No, that wouldn't pose difficulty normally. But you said I couldn't say the same thing.
Right, how are you?
So in my head,
I
am fine. Thank you.
Great,
very much.
excellent. We've got
probably
there.
solved the Da Vinci Code.
However,
It's like,
what
but how
the
are you doing?
problem was, is you told me
Don't
I
know,
couldn't say
don't
I'm
know.
good. So what actually went through my head was me saying bad things.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. We can. Well, at least we
I'm
know
gonna
you're
get
all
you
right.
a box of puppies.
Huh?
Just keep them. I'm gonna get like a box of
You
emergency
know what? I'd love to
puppies
do
for him.
this Gcast.
Yeah.
So he stops
Have
thinking
my dogs
evil
in
and
my head,
bad
my
thoughts.
dog's just with me. My dogs are awesome.
You want to bring the dogs to the
Yeah,
GCast?
I want to
right.
bring my dogs to
Okay.
the studio.
If
I
you'd
don't.
like any of us to bring pets to the GCast, please email us at which pets should we have on the GCast at gfinity.net.
I feel like you forgot then.
I
Did you forget?
totally forgot. Yeah, I'm losing the plot. I'm so up for this today. I'm really in the mood for this. Right, so you know the format. You send us questions. We answer them. We go off on a massive tangent, probably 1, 2, or 3 arguments throughout the course of it. We hang up at the end of the day. You listen to it, like it, share it, and tell everyone to tune in next time. And it's cool. I just keep forgetting to get Nelly down for.
Dude, like you promised Nelly.
I did,
and you've forgotten.
I haven't forgotten. Well, I have.
It's his New Year's resolution
Look,
to bring
my
it
New
down.
Year's-
Nelly, don't worry about it. Martin consistently lets people down in the office.
Whoa.
I wish I could call him a liar. I
I
can't.
was gonna say, I was waiting for your rebuttal then, knowing that I only
Do
bring
you know
up.
what I've learned? I've learned throughout the 36 years I've been on this earth. Pick your battles. I can't win that one. Nelly, I promise you, I'll send you an email and we'll sort it out. We'll get you down for the Chicken Club. And I'll tell you, it was a make up for it. You can come and be on the GCast with us for a bit. Come and watch us film the GCast. Film it, record it. You can come and be in it and all that sort of stuff. We'll figure out how later. Right. As Martin punches one hand into an open palm in the style of Robin in the 60s or 70s TV show Batman, Chris.
That is the most worst reference I've ever heard of.
It's not if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, but you've gone back to like way back.
Yeah, but I'm here to educate everybody. Chris, sorry, look, we're boring Chris, you and I. He just wants. He just wants
that's
to get
his
on
natural face.
We've got an email with 2 questions from Irage. Irage.
Irage. It's definitely Irage.
Does he
First,
hate being called Irage?
It's a nickname I gave him. I don't know. I don't
To
really care if he
irritate.
it
does.
sounds like you two can't be bothered to say his name properly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Irage.
Okay.
Really
What does our age want?
what's your go-to chicken club order?
Oh, easy. Half a roast chicken. Normally chips, but I'm trying to be healthy. Rice,
Yeah,
coleslaw. But you get mugged off. I got mugged off today. They made me pay for extra coleslaw, even though I didn't ask for that.
Technically, you did.
Yeah.
I was next to you when you had your order. You
No,
said.
I said coleslaw.
You said, "Can I get coleslaw?"
Yeah, but I always say, "Can I have?" I know it comes.
It was
with
a- it was
coleslaw,
a
but I always
vague
no,
say-
thing.
you didn't know it come with coleslaw.
It was
No, I do know it comes with because I get it every week. I do know it comes with coleslaw,
Then
but
why
I
did you
always
order extra
because I
coleslaw?
like to say right, I'll have that, and that, and I know that that's what it comes with. And when I get the extra chicken breast, I say extra chicken breast.
Because it comes with one. and
Because
you
that
want an
doesn't
That's
come with
twice
it.
I've been mugged off in there now. I got mugged off today about the extra coleslaw, and that little ginger geezer tried to mug me off before Christmas, trying to get me to pay 95p for extra peri
It
peri
was like
sauce.
£1.20,
I'm
was
onto
it?
him. I'm onto him. I can get a bulk deal down at Tesco's, proper Nando's sauce. I'll sneak my own stuff in, whatever. So that's mine. Plus,
Technically, you were in a vague area because although it comes with coleslaw, you said whatever you were having with coleslaw.
Yeah,
so
can I
you
get
could
coleslaw,
say
please, mate? That's what you
I
said.
see how
that's an extra bit of coleslaw. It's in that.
All right, no,
It's in the.
let's put it down
It's
to
the
learning.
corridor
I've
of
learned.
uncertainty, but she should have asked.
Yeah.
All right, I've learned. You watch next week. I'm not going to say nothing about coleslaw. I guarantee you I don't get any.
My order changes from week to week.
It does.
I always have rice, but I'll either have half a roast chicken and the breast, or just 2 breasts. And I always have the extra breast because it's only £1.50. £1.50 for an extra breast. I was like,
It is.
myself.
And it's good. Chris,
I
you changed quite
I get
often, don't you?
southern fried chicken strips because
Yeah.
yeah, the chicken breast when I had it was terrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, Chris.
I don't really like the peri sauce.
But sometimes you mix it up, don't you? Sometimes you chuck the odd rib in.
I always get ribs.
Oh, got
I always
ribs
get a
in
side
there.
rack of
That's why
ribs
he
on the
goes.
side.
Chris,
I've been going with chips before, but then last week I was quite impressed with the rice, so I got it today. I wasn't impressed with rice today, so I might go back to chips.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Chris,
I'm missing the chips.
I feel like Chris has a weird food taste. Like every time Chris speaks about food, I find he's wrong.
What do you mean?
Well,
How
he
can
likes
be wrong?
it.
It's
He
his
likes
own choice.
Well, because that's what I said, but it's not.
Do you know where you'd really succeed?
Everywhere.
No,
Oh,
North
yeah.
Korea. Because what would happen there?
Well,
is
North Korea's still not
no,
done
but, I
badly.
mean, you'd need to be like
Emperor
a high-ranking officer
Emperor
in North
Bryce.
Korea because you just like to say, right, this is how it is. Never question it.
Kim Jong Bryce.
Kim Jong Bryce. If you're out there, Kim Jong Un, I know you've had a lot of publicity recently, and I've seen the film, thought it was good.
Was it good?
I liked it. But I like stupid humour like that. So
I kind of want to see it.
yeah, it's cool. I think James
I
Franco's excellent.
refuse to pay for it.
We don't have to. No, you do have to. Obviously, we can't
Yeah.
promote that. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so Kim Jong Bryce, ribs, and I have the same thing every week, and I'm probably going to get mugged off again next
Second
week
question.
at some point.
At what
Second
age
question.
did you lose your full head of hair, Martin? And are there any pictures? Well, he put, and is they any pictures you can post on Twitter of
And
you with
is
a full
they
head
any
of hair?
pictures?
It's Irridge. Ignore him. By the way, have you seen
There
how tall he
are
is?
there are pictures. There are pictures of me with hair on the internet somewhere, probably on Facebook. Just go to Facebook.
Oh, I have you on Facebook.
wanna
I'm
say
gonna
that
have a
is
look.
the like-
Add me, mate. I'm an
that is-
absolute
I have
hoot.
you on
I'm a
Facebook. I'm gonna
hoot.
look.
He's a
I'm gonna look.
hoot.
I'm a hoot. My
I like the
hair
hat,
loss.
by the
My
way,
hair
today.
loss. Thanks very much. I got a cold bald head. My hair loss started when I was about 21. I'll tell you what happened. I was at a party, and someone took a photo, and I was standing directly under a light. Now, when I saw the photo, you could I had a full head of hair, but you could basically see my scalp. So I realised I'm on the way out. I'm thinning. I'm balding. So I was like, I have to man up at this stage. I shaved it off, and I've never looked back since.
Oh, you
That's
see
it.
You see it. You've got a nice cranial. I don't know where I was going with that. I have no idea where I was going with that. I was going to
The
say
way you're
something.
smiling at me makes me feel uncomfortable, but and appreciated at the same time.
But you look
I was
like a
being
hard
nice.
nut.
I was trying to pay a compliment.
If you
I wasn't
can't
very good at it.
find any pictures of me with hair on the internet, I will.
Okay.
I'll put some up if you like.
Can we?
I looked ridiculous with hair. And this is my opinion. I had really bad hairstyle, so I actually don't think I went bald. I think my hair was taken
It's
from
just
me.
like.
Yeah, I think someone somewhere. I'm not a very spiritual person, but someone somewhere went, he doesn't deserve his hair. Here is someone who does deserve the hair, and my hair went, and his came back, or hers, because you do get
People
bald
do-
ladies.
Have you drawn on your head?
Have I drawn on my drawn what hair?
No, I feel like I've always wanted to kind of draw on your head.
Someone drew on my head once. Yeah, like drew a face. I think
Could I draw a proper like spiderweb tattoo on your head?
not in permanent marker.
Why not? I
'Cause
think you
don't
look
want
amazing.
I don't want a permanent
Then
spider.
you could be in Sam Crow.
Yeah, I could probably be in Sam Crow anyway.
No,
I
at
could.
no point when they're talking around the table and they're going to have some lunatic making stupid jokes down the end.
Can you imagine? They're just organising who's going to be killed next, and I'd just sort of turn up with some half-assed attempt at a joke. Yeah, no, I probably couldn't be in Sam Crow. That's a shame,
However,
actually.
G Crow, which
G-Crow's a
we
thing.
invented in this day's
Yeah.
Chicken Club, that is going to be a real thing.
Yeah.
I've almost found a few graphics. I'm going to get that, mate. I will come in
Do it.
and I won't even say anything. I'll just at Chicken Club. I'll take my hoodie off,
Do
and
it.
there will be a G Crow
I would be
T-shirt.
so impressed if you did that. And then if you like the G Crow T-shirts, you can buy them from Bryce. Right, good. Yeah, so that's my baldness out of the way. I'm sure that subject will rear its bald head again. What we got next, Chris?
The legend Nelly returns
Of course he
with an
does.
interesting one.
Nelly.
He said, "What is your dream car, and who is your dream person to have in the seats? The more seats, the more legends you could put in the in the car. Supercars only have 2 seats, so choose wisely."
Easy for me. Aston Martin DB5, Sean Connery. Thanks a lot, Bryce.
I don't know. What you said, DB9, didn't you?
DB5.
DB5.
Proper old school. If you haven't seen Goldfinger, then there's something wrong with you. Go and watch Goldfinger. Aston Martin DB5, silver, machine guns in the
I used to have a
lights.
favourite car. Something like a W.
I love a bit of
W12.
Bond.
Bond is the one.
Be honest with you, I kind of want to go get another Jap import Skyline, and basically I just have someone whoever in the seat who could take my driving. It wouldn't really matter who. They'd be screaming and I'd be concentrating on driving. So
What? Say that last bit again. I didn't.
basically,
You need somebody in the car who can take your driving, like
Yes.
accept the way that you drive.
yes,
Do you drive dangerously?
no, just
drive
fun.
fast,
I
do you?
drive funnily. If that.
You drive funnily.
Yeah, I'm coming up with new words again. I was just reading this argument.
Oh, the Oxford Bricey dictionary. Chris, what car would you have, and who would you want in it with you?
I'm not much of a car buff, to be honest.
All
So
right.
I like Mercedes cars.
All right.
I quite like Aston Martin as well.
Okay.
So I might have to go with you.
What should
Maybe
we
a
do this?
Mercedes
Shall
McLaren.
I kick Sean Connery out, and then you and me will jump in the DB5?
Sounds like a plan, to be honest.
Sorry, Sean, you've had the bin. You've had the sack, mate. It's me and Trout.
We could put
Me
him
and
in the
Dan-
boot
me
or
and Danny
something.
Trout in the
Yeah,
in the
DB5.
boot.
I quite like the DBS. DBS is quite nice.
DBS is nice, but the DB5 is the one.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about Richard Pryor earlier, the one. It all
Yeah.
starts somewhere, and everything else is an imitation or a copy.
But I feel like mine's based more on like reality because the last time I drove one of the Skylines, it was so much fun.
Was it?
Yeah, but 450 brake,
Nice one.
and he was drunk, so he let me drive it
Good.
to the shop to get more drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't obviously advise that anyone out there does this sort of thing. Of
Well,
course.
no, I was fully insured.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, and I drove it.
Great.
Of course, I drove it at the speed limits at 2 a.m. in the morning. I did
Mhm.
not do anything illegal at any point during that journey.
Good stuff. Moving on before the police break down the door and ask Brycey more questions about this. Chris, what's the next one?
We're on to Twitter questions.
Go
We've
on then.
got one from Ferguson, our lovely admin for Gfinity.net.
Gotta love Ferg.
Said, worst LAN experience. What is it?
I probably know Martin's. I think I've been to every land Martin's been to,
What was my
apart
worst?
from one.
What's my worst?
I am going to say it'll be something to do with the lack of sleep you've had at some of them.
No, not really. I mean, I'll get through that. I quite, that's
What
just,
you enjoy?
I don't. No, I don't enjoy it. But it's like part of the course. It's one of the things that you go through, isn't it, to deliver a successful event. That's just how it is. That's life. My worst LAN experience.
I
I
imagine
haven't had a bad LAN experience.
I
I have
imagine
not
it's
had one.
more of a if something
I
bad
have.
happened at a LAN, not necessarily a bad LAN.
I haven't been to any of our competitors' events, so I can't talk about them, and I wouldn't talk badly about them anyway. But I literally haven't been. I haven't had a bad LAN
I feel
experience.
like you've enjoyed all your lands.
I have
But
enjoyed them all.
it's not been like a particularly stressful moment at one or two. of
No,
them.
there's been stressful moments. There's been massively stressful moments, but they haven't. It's not been bad because, I mean, I live my life with rose-tinted glasses on, as we all know. But
Yeah.
I like
Well,
it
you
all.
say that until it gets really stressful, and then you have a little bit of a throw me toys out the pram moment.
Yeah, but that was here. That was here. That wasn't at a LAN. I haven't had one. Sorry, Ferg. I will answer that question should I ever have a bad LAN experience, but I don't. What's yours, Bryce? What's your worst LAN experience?
God, we're going to need a list
Okay.
for this.
Okay, so this.
You can only say one.
Okay, so this one has a little bit of a story behind it, of course. It was in Blackpool. It was in Blackpool, and this when I was competing.
Okay.
Basically, I was in the venue sort of hotel-y thing, and we were there, and we'd done some filming earlier in the night, but for some reason we hadn't gone back to our apartment down the road. We'd sat at the bar for a while, and we kept sitting at the bar for a while, until I've got quite nicely buzzed. And then we met up with our new drinking partner, and this guy is no longer in the scene, unfortunately, but his name is Lucas. Now, I hadn't really met Lucas before, so there was some sparring and barbing going on. Another 3 hours passed, and we proceeded to get probably fairly mortal. Now, for some reason, right, he was staying in that hotel, decided to come back with us at 3:30 in the morning to our place for no reason, at which point we had some more vanilla vodka. Rel's a big fan of that, by the way. And by that, I mean he hates it. Now, I don't know how to put this next part, but one of my teammates may have been into a specific kind of plant, and that's what he had been doing the most of the night. Lucas, in his inebriated state, decided that he wanted to join in consuming some plant.
I like daffodils.
Yeah. So now it's.
Was it spinach? Was everybody eating spinach?
Yes, that's what it is. If
Get
anybody
hungry
asks me
when you do.
legally, he decided to consume said plant. About 4:30 in the morning, I don't really know how to put this. Gone to pieces might be the best way to put it, but he's thrown up in our hallway.
Nice.
He's thrown up all over our bathroom.
Class.
Passed out on the toilet for 20 minutes.
Not good.
We managed to get him back into the bedroomy area. He's on the floor.
Right.
He's convinced he's having a fit. this is now 5:30ish in the morning. There's vomiting everywhere. The rug is ruined. That's now outside on the wall for this lovely landlady. I apologise to her at the end of the day. Now, bearing in mind that I'm competing, so this is Friday night. Saturday day, I'm competing in the open bracket. So
well, it's not Friday night, is it? If it's 5:30, it's Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's Saturday morning.
So this is the day of you competing.
I'm gonna say you didn't have a good land.
Bearing in mind, he had a job. He was at the event because he had a job to do with a news site. So he had to be back to start to cover the tournament.
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
So he woke up at 8:30, and for some reason in his stupid head, he decided that the guys who'd been up to 5:30, 6 a.m. looking after him also needed to wake up. Admittedly, we had to wake up at some point, but he woke us all up, so I was awake at a ridiculous time. I went to the venue.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most hungover times I've ever been in my life.
Okay.
All I can say is that I've never played a competitive game of Call of Duty without talking so much and looking at the floor.
All right.
So yeah, that's probably my worst. We swiftly went out of that tournament in 2 games, and then we went back and slept for 4 hours.
Vanilla vodka plus spinach, and lots of spinach,
drinking.
and up
Yeah,
late
that was
will
my
result
highlight
in
of my
poor
career.
LAN performance and probably poor performance in other areas. Chris, your worst LAN experience?
Well, I can't really say I've had that many bad experiences. I've got 2 that kind of stick out.
Go on then. Give us
They've
your
got
favourite
nothing
one.
to do with the LAN itself or the organisers at all. This is no digs whatsoever.
Right.
So, this is for EGL 9,
Right.
I believe. So I'm sitting at home. I'm like, not going to this one. It cost me about £80 train to get there. All the hotels are booked up and all that. Then I'm convinced by some people to go and have a good time. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything this weekend. I'm going to go there, study on the train because I had a test on the Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So I went there. Didn't have anywhere to stay. Someone said I could sleep on their floor.
Right.
Now,
I remember this now.
Yes,
I know exactly what he's
there.
about to mention.
And so everything's good. It gets to the evening. It's like, right, everyone's going to go to bed. So I'm supposed to be staying on the floor with 2 people. And they both locked themselves in the room, gone to sleep.
I need to add a detail you missed out. He was supposed to be staying on the floor, but it turns out they had 2 spare beds in this room.
Oh, yeah. They had 2 spare beds in there.
So you've gone from
was
having
just
nowhere
those
to
2.
sleep to finding somewhere to sleep, which
Yeah.
wasn't the floor, was actually going to be a comfy
One
bed.
of them said
Because
that...
originally it was my room.
One of them said that I could definitely stay there.
So
And
you
apparently
made a
hadn't
firm
told the
promise.
other person. They both went to bed, both locked themselves in the door, wouldn't let me in, and I had to sleep on someone else's floor.
Okay.
So that was a bad experience.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
I hate that.
And then
Remember
the other
correctly,
one was actually...
I had a polite but firm conversation with that person next day.
That doesn't surprise me.
Same, the other one was... actually, it was the same land. It was the toilets there were absolutely vile because no one actually cleaned them for the entire weekend, at which point I needed a dump. And
there's the detail.
there was absolutely no way I was going for a dump on that toilet.
There it is.
So I walked to the women's one, which was spotless and had about 50 cubicles in it.
So you just picked one and
And
got
I took
comfy.
a nice
I feel like
Which obviously, I think actually that would probably have made it somebody else's worst LAN, having been one of the girls.
I
So
destroyed
if you were the
toilet,
girl
mate. I
at
destroyed
EGL
that
9
toilet.
who went into the clean toilets, picked the wrong trap, that was Danny Trout.
Someone actually saw me in there. It was like, "Oh, who's that?" And it was a woman. I was just like,
That's it, Keepstrom.
Yeah.
We've all been caught in the wrong toilets. Right.
I feel,
what's
I
next?
feel like the reason he couldn't pick a toilet is because when he's going in there, it's his home for a good hour.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's
"No,
like,
those toilets were disgusting."
I feel like sometimes when you go to the toilet, you might as well redecorate because you're in there so long. But that's fine. You got to get,
It's a
whatever
safe
your
place,
whatever you need.
Martin. It's a safe place.
It is a safe
I let myself
place.
go.
It is a safe place. Strange, isn't it? Safe places, panic
How
words.
did that
Don't know why I said
eat up so much of our time?
I don't
One
know.
question.
Probably because Bryce, you took 20 minutes to tell a story about
was
how some
quite
bloke
long,
got drunk
wasn't
and then
it?
sick. That's how you could have done it. You could have been really. But it's your style. We love you. Right. What's next off the Twitter sphere?
I'm back on the hating mark.
We've got Mitch. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to have super speed?
Oh, what would you say, Bryce? Fly or super
Since
speed?
one of my favourite superheroes is the Flash, I'm gonna let you decide that one.
Right. Fair enough. That's his answer. What about you, Chris?
I think super speed would be more practical in real life situations.
Would you?
Yeah.
I
Like if
suppose
someone
it
started
would.
on you.
Yeah, but someone starts, you just fly up in the air and land on them. And trust me, if
Are
I
you quick
landed on
enough to
anyone,
do
I'm
that
winning
though?
that.
Are you quick enough to do that though?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
How
maybe
fast do you go while you're flying though? That's like, is it a car?
Yeah, but it's reaction time. If you super speed, obviously you're gonna have ridiculous.
whenever
reaction
anyone
time.
says would you like to be able to fly? I always think of Superman. He's pretty quick.
He's not as quick
He's
as
like
Flash,
faster than a bullet, isn't he?
Huh?
He's faster than a bullet.
Oh.
Faster than a speeding bullet
Are
is
you
the.
doubting that the Superman is slower than the Flash?
No. I think that Superman is faster than the Flash.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Because
Well,
you're wrong.
that would make
You're wrong.
That would make Flash
let-
not a
They have
superhero,
raced
wouldn't it?
multiple times.
Have they?
Yes.
And the Flash has won.
Well, twice they drew. However, in the third race,
The
the Flash,
decider.
How is
yeah,
it
Yeah.
the Flash absolutely smacked him and realised
Alright.
and told Superman, he goes, but holding back the other two because they were for charity, and then he was gone.
Right.
He was
Let
just
me
gone.
ask you one question.
If you,
Was the Flash drug tested after that race?
no.
Exactly. So I'm not saying he's a cheat, but no one can prove otherwise. Next. If you're listening out there, Flash, come and... If you prove me wrong, come here and have a chat with me. If you were that quick,
Oh,
you'd be
hi,
here by
Flash.
now. He ain't here, is he? Steroids
He's
are bad,
that
kids.
quick.
Kids,
He's
steroids
that quick to
are
get here
bad.
that before we've even put the podcast out,
Yeah.
he's already
He
standing
would be.
there.
He would be. Just if you look, winning is good. Wanting to win is good, but not at the expense
No.
of your
If you
health.
can't be bothered,
I can't
email
believe
us at
before Superman goes-
Anabolic steroids
@gfinity.net.
promote, increased spots on the back.
It doesn't use that. It uses the Speed Force.
I'm moving on from this. Speed,
Right.
speed force or no speed force,
this
there was
conversation's
no
weird.
urine sample. Shall we?
We've got our very own Meekle who has tweeted us with,
Yes, Meeks.
I'd like to hear their take on Bryce's Hearthstone Cup performance from last night, where he got knocked out in the second round. First
Why
round
don't
was a
you
bye.
why don't you talk us why don't you talk us through how your Hearthstone experience went, and
Basically-
then Chris and I can critique.
I got into the second round
That's good.
through a
Did-
free win.
So hold on, you got to buy.
Yes.
Okay. Well, look. Okay. Well, the stats, the history books will show you made it past the first
Yes.
round.
I said he should.
And then
put it in his bio.
I obviously brackets work a certain way, and I faced off against a Hearthstone professional.
Who was it?
It was Blackout. I believe he plays for Dignitas.
Oh.
Yeah. Basically, what resulted was a game where I got the rules wrong in the second game, and
Did you get the rules wrong?
You
yeah,
got the rules wrong.
yeah. Well, basically, I hadn't really read it properly. I just went, I just want to play a bit of Hearthstone in the cup. So I was like, yeah, all right, I'll do this. Not, really digging that far into it. So I messed up. He went, it's okay. Mainly as he slapped me sideways both times.
So he was kind of sort of,
How
he
do
was
you
get the
sort of
rules
quite
wrong?
charitable in his approach.
Because in Hearthstone, which I now know, you're supposed to... And I think I actually knew this before, but ignored it. But the little voice in my head that was
Did
going...
you change your
"Something
deck?
wrong here?" Yeah, if you lose, you have to change deck. If you win, you stay with the same deck.
Ah,
But
okay.
obviously for counters and stuff.
Right.
I just played with the same deck twice. Got slapped both times because I didn't really have more than
That's an
one deck that was
interesting
ready. Eventually, in the third game, because it's a best of 5, I played a warrior deck, of which what I did was this very special tactic I like to call ignore all reasonable strategy
Yeah.
and just try to do as much damage to him so the score looks good.
Ah, that.
How did that go for
That's
you?
good.
I did fairly well to begin with. Obviously, my tactic of ignoring the stuff he was setting up
Yeah.
and kept hitting him was
Yeah.
making his health go down faster than mine.
Okay, so
Right up until-
technically you were winning.
I was technically winning
You were
for a
technically in the
period of
lead
time.
against a professional Hearthstone player. Good.
Yes.
This is great
technically.
news, Bryce.
Yes.
What happened at the end, though?
Lost.
There came a point. There came a point after I'd done about 3 or 4 rounds of attacks and obviously
Uh-huh.
got lucky. That essentially he just went, okay, stop now, can't do anything, and then proceeded to reduce my health points all the way to 0. And I didn't hit him again for the rest of the game.
Ah.
But it was good while it lasted. I
Put
felt
up
like I
a
did.
fight, a valiant
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, my technique of ignoring all the cards I should be playing
Yeah.
and just trying to do damage to him without any regard for tactics did not work out for me.
Well, look, Muhammad Ali, in the fabled Rumble in the Jungle,
Yep.
used the rope-a-dope tactic
Well, I didn't want him to lose his
against
contract
George
with Dignitas,
Foreman.
did I?
Everyone thought he was mad. They
Exactly.
said this guy's a maverick. He's not
You're doing
boxing.
him a
He's just getting
favour.
hit. But what happened? Muhammad Ali won, so you took a chance, but it didn't work out. Hopefully, there's more to come from Bryce in the Hearthstone Cup.
Right.
Great question, Meikle.
Speaking
hope
of
you
which,
enjoyed the
that
answer.
hasn't ended for a very good reason, Martin. How are you getting on with your challenge?
I am doing really well.
You've not started yet, have you?
No.
I am. No, let's
Have
look.
you
You've
at this.
downloaded the
Let's
game.
You
look.
go home and download the game, Martin.
I have been. I've definitely thought about it. I have picked
Well, that's
up. I
better
picked
than-
up the iPad, but I will admit I was easily distracted by
By porn.
No.
It probably was. It probably was.
That's
Wasn't it?
usually in the morning. No, I haven't actually. But from what I've heard, it shouldn't take me too long. I'm enlisting the help of an expert coach. Dinge. Yeah, he's going to help me out. But no, I haven't. But I plan to this weekend. This coming weekend, I will make my Hearthstone debut. I'm going to do it. Right, what's next?
This comes from Workspace or Jack, a good friend of mine. If you could be any fish, what fish would you be? I feel like I can't answer this question.
Why?
Because I'm a trout.
Well, that's pretty much the best answer
do you identify with trouts?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm happy with them.
You happy
I like
with the
my
trout?
kind.
You're happy with trouts?
I don't know what I'd be fish-wise. I'm not. I don't really know much about fish.
Be a piranha. You
No,
eat
I'm not.
people.
I'm not
You eat
nasty. They're
things.
nasty.
Paul,
They're
Paul
ugly.
would be a piranha.
Paul would be
like
an eel.
catfish,
Paul would be a slippery little eel swimming through
It's Gary.
shopping
He would be an
trolleys in the
electric
local
eel.
canal.
He would be an electric eel. That is what Paul Kent is.
He's not an electric eel.
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah, because occasionally he shocks you. Trust me.
Yeah, he does. You're right. Actually, he does shock you. Fish. What
Puffer
kind of
fish?
fish would I be?
Did you just call him a puffer fish?
A puffer fish?
We're just listing
I'm
off
a bit
fish
fat at the
now.
moment, aren't I? That's fine.
Listing
I'll go with
fish.
that. I'm a puffer fish because I'm a bit fat at the
I
moment.
think you're a puffer fish.
And then I'll be a slightly less puffy
I know what
fish.
he is. I know what he is.
What am I?
Dolphin.
I'm a dolphin.
Yeah.
I'm a dolphin. I'll take that.
You are 100% a dolphin.
Such a dolphin.
Always got that like
I am
stupid
such
smile
a
on,
dolphin.
whatever. Yeah.
I'm so a
Yeah.
dolphin.
Always happy. That is exactly who he is.
I genuinely, that has literally raised my mood, and I'm in a good mood anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a dolphin. Feel free to. I'm going to change my Twitter name and everything. Martin Dolphin. Gamer tags and go from Dubsy78 to the Dolphin 78. Flipper, whatever. Call me whatever. If it's dolphin related, I'm going to love it. Great shout, Bryce. I'm a dolphin. What fish are you?
I don't really know.
I don't think dolphins fish.
Don't know. But for the purposes
Well,
of this,
no, you know what? They're fish now.
they are fish. We've
Alright.
reclassified them as
I
fish.
think they're mammals, aren't they?
Rules don't apply in the realm of the Gcast.
Yeah, you know what? We'll make it up. You're a dolphin holding
Screw you, biology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't worry about what you've got to
You
say.
don't tell
Science.
me what to classify that
Yeah, yeah.
finny swim thing. That's what it is.
What fish are you, Bryce?
I don't really know.
What fish is he, Chris?
He's going to say, all right, I'll guarantee you what he's going to say. He's either going to say piranha, shark, or
Shark's not a fish either.
Shark's not a fish.
something else horrible.
No, you're not horrible. Let's think of an angry fish.
Why
He's a
assume I'm
bullfrog.
angry?
He's a
can be
bullfrog.
angry.
Oh no, it's not a fish either.
I don't
Is
really.
Is that a fish?
I feel like I don't have
No,
angry
it's amphibian,
outbursts.
isn't
though.
it?
It's
No, you
more
don't have.
just-
But you
No,
just
it's
use.
amphibian.
There's anger.
Why am I? I'm just thinking anything that's in the water. I just assume is a fish.
I'll tell you what. Let's push pause on this. For people listening, can you let us know what fish you think Brycey is? Email us at the normal email address gcast@gfinity.net or just on
Are we
Twitter.
counting whales and
No, don't be rude though. No, whales are mammal, not whales, not sharks. Fish. If you know anything about fish, tell us what fish
This is
Brycey
the worst
is.
question we've ever asked the
I don't
community.
know. Well, we need to know. We need to know.
Hey, what fish do you think this guy
What
is?
fish
I
is
don't
Bryce?
know.
I personally want to know what fish you are
I
and
don't
why.
even care if dolphins are
And
fish,
why.
you're
Right,
wrong.
what's next?
Uh,
The questions are much better than last week.
This
Yeah.
comes from Dallas. Mr.
Bio.
Bioacid.
He is
Is
literally one of
Brycey's-
the nicest guys.
Nice.
He is a proper nice bloke. Last time I
Nice.
saw him, he had that boot on though, didn't he? Because he smashed his foot up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you're feeling better, Dallas. You lovely bloke, you.
How long ago was that? That's probably like over
Last
a year
chaps.
ago. He's
No, it's
probably
March.
oh, that's
It-
still over a year, almost a year ago. He's
Yeah, so
probably
he's probably
very
right
much
then.
healed by now.
Mate, it might have re-hurt it.
If you don't, if you listen to this bio, smash your foot up. Your mum wants to see your foot in the boot.
Or just wear the boot. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great seeing you.
Oh
in
yeah,
the boot.
that's probably better actually. Yeah, but yeah,
Just
go
bring the
on,
boot. Actually, I'd love that boot as like a bit of memorabilia.
Yeah.
Could you sign the boot and send it to me?
Basically,
We'll
what
put
he's
it-
saying is he wants your dead skin flakes in the
Well,
boot.
no. I want the plastic protective boot, and I want to put it in the Gfinity trophy cabinet, signed by Bioacid. Sorry, Chris.
Is
what's-
Brycey's hair still the ninth wonder of the world?
100% Brycey's hair still is the ninth wonder of the world because it's still quite big. It's still quite famous, but
I don't like it.
some of it's in ruins.
Oh, it's 'cause I hate. I basically, yeah.
Your hair should be in Athens. It's still impressive to look at. People still want to see it. You could probably charge people to go there. When I say go there, I mean, I don't know, stroke your head. I don't know, but you know, it's changed and it's changing. But
Stop
you know,
looking at my head. What was that question before? I don't even remember what you said.
Which one?
The one before this one.
The fish one.
The fish
No,
one.
the one after that one.
That was this one about is your hair the ninth
Oh,
wonder of the
right,
world?
okay, yeah.
From Dallas.
I forgot because we were talking about bio.
Dallas. Yes, it is, mate. It is.
I wonder if I'm going to see him again this year.
Hopefully, there'll be a reunion where Brycey sees Dallas, Dallas sees Bryce, and that would be nice. That'd be nice. Like
He
when
says
Harry
noise.
met Sally.
He says noise.
Noise.
Nice. Also, he's...
Yeah, what's the eighth wonder of the world, Dallas? What is the eighth wonder of the world?
Maybe he meant that.
Maybe he did mean that. Either way, yes, it is.
He's Australian. He's probably got, weird wonders.
Are you on the Pepsi Max again?
No.
All right, good. Right,
Right.
Chris, what we got next?
This comes from Chris. If you could be anyone, who would it be and why?
If I could be anyone, who could it be and why? James Bond. I know he's a fictional character, but
Which one?
that's who I'd be.
Sean Connery, then.
Sean Connery, yeah, specifically Sean
I'd probably
Connery.
be Daniel Craig.
Would you be Daniel Craig? All right, fine. Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, Bryce. Who would you be?
Leonidas.
Of course you would. Skirts, swords, bare chests, lots of men together sweating, running around.
Are we back on your iPad activities, are we?
I've deleted the history. You'll never know. Right. Okay. Good. Yes. Next.
No, that's all the
Is
questions
that it?
there. I had
However,
a question,
yes.
but this has gone on for 30 minutes. So
All
I
right,
don't-
good.
I think
We'll
we
wrap
should
it up.
probably-
I want to hear Trap's question.
Yeah. We want to hear your question.
You want to hear the question?
Yeah, we
It could
wanna-
get
yeah,
long,
this can
though.
be a little
we'll
bit
have to
longer.
summary it up. All right. It is. Do you think
Right.
that education, for example, university, is as important these days as it used to be?
Ooh.
So, for example, would you encourage your children to go to university? Do you
Yes.
think it's necessary?
I would.
Because I was told the questions were a bit pants, so I tried to have a think of it. But those questions were
I thought the
decent.
questions were definitely better than last week.
Disclaimers
They're going in the
earlier
right
on.
direction. I like your question. My answer would be yes. I would encourage my children to go to university purely because I think there's lots of life experience to be learned that you should never miss out on. No, I'm not saying that education is the be all and end all, and I'm not saying it's a prerequisite. But I do think that there's no better school than the school of life, without sounding too cheesy. And going through higher education and going away to live away from your parents and meet new people and stuff, and is blinding fun, and everyone should do it. Is my approach. So yeah, that's me being deep. That's me advising the children. I haven't got any kids, not that I know about anyway. But if you are 16 years of age, bald, with too much to say, you're not too sure where your dad is, it might be me. So, you're not getting anything for Christmas though, because do you know what I mean?
Someone just casually get into the Gcast and their life has been ruined.
I'm in Oh God! Right, okay. We've battered your eardrums for long enough this week. I did put.
I don't even get to answer this question though.
Yeah, go on then.
One, I don't want kids, so that's irrelevant.
All right, fine. So you just told yourself.
And
out
the
of it.
second is I don't think so. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to go for one of those jobs where you need a specific qualification, then no. But most of the time, it's people you know.
It's
Just
choice.
how you get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's choice. Right, I did put a tweet out. We asked you which guests you'd like to see appear on the Gcast in the future. The suggestions we had so far were Marky B, Greg Champagne, who owns Epsilon. Do love Greg, top man. Danny Dyer, so he can give Bryce a slap. A penguin.
Nah, we're not having Danny Dyer on.
So
No way.
a penguin, so the penguin can give you a slap.
I would have a penguin on the show. I'm not sure what it would do. But I think having a
It'd beat you up.
could we have an office penguin?
Yes, we can.
We're
As
already
long, as,
getting
it,
a pig
as,
with
long as
boots.
it's called Keith. Swanee,
Got to get him back from America.
that's
America.
fine. It'll be over here
Love the
for
old Swan,
tournaments and stuff, so we'll drag him into a Gcast. iRage nominated
Erridge.
himself.
Erridge.
He said he shameless
You
promotion.
can't nominate yourself.
He did.
He's banned.
Erridge.
He did it.
Banned from
It's
Gcast.
banned. You're banning him, are you?
Alex,
I'm-
you
I'm
were
putting
in
a
and
motion
then
to
you just
ban.
got yourself banned. Sorry
It
about
Put a
that.
motion to
wasn't
ban
even me that banned
I
him.
know.
It was Chris Trout that banned him.
Motioning
Chris
to
dropped the
ban.
hammer.
That's the biggest
Erridge.
Erridge. Goodbye, Erridge.
Seconded.
Mine.
Oh.
Throws his hand.
Mad Cat
Oh,
was
I'd love to
another
have Matt Cat on.
suggestion, and Marius bringing a little bit of European continental flavour. So these are the guests that we'll see if we can get on. If you do want anybody else, let us know. They can be from all walks of life. And if you can think of a compelling reason why you should be on the Gcast, let us know. Nelly, we will be in touch. Brycey, closing message.
Don't jump off a cliff.
Brilliant. That is. Do you know what? That's some really good advice there. If you follow Brycey's advice, you will live longer. Chris, closing message from you, sir.
See you later.
See you later. Short and sweet. It always is. I will say this.
Oh.
Goodbye. and we'll see you next time. Why did I say it like that? Can I try that again?
Yeah.
I will say this. I've lost it.
I thought you had a message. I was sitting there and I actually relaxed in the chair waiting for you to finish.
I've got, you know, like you hear that. Do you know one of the things that really I find really funny on Twitter is when you see like 16-year-old kids putting these really sort of deep philosophical life lessons, even though literally they can just about tie shoes, right? Here's my philosophical question.
Oh, God.
Do you know what the biggest room in the world is? The room for improvement.
Oh,
and with that massive slab of cheese.
Seriously dislike you.
I know, it's brilliant.
You know what you should do? You should check
What?
out. Have you checked out Jaden Smith's Twitter?
No.
Oh,
Who? Will Smith's son?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh,
I don't
the
want to read what that
things
guy's got to say.
things he
Isn't it a fake
says.
one?
Brilliant.
Isn't it a parody one?
No, that's actually what he
No.
tweets. How can we know what we're seeing is real if our eyes aren't real? Like, just the most
Brilliant.
horrific things you've ever heard.
I don't want to read it. I've got no interest in Jaden Smith. Sorry, Will. I don't know we're mates. But that's it. Right, we're going to finish now because Katie's telling us to. Thanks very much. We will be back next week. Keep your questions coming in, and we'll be with you in about 7 days. Bye.